Hi, this is Maisha with Empower Content, and today I want to take a little time to talk about internal problems versus external problems and how using our marketing content to solve internal problems as well as external problems helps to improve engagement and sales. So, this idea of internal problems versus external problems I got from Donald Miller's book, Building a Story Brand. And it's one of my absolute favorite books because the key premise of it is clarity, using stories to make your marketing and sales content super clear. Clarity sells. So I love the book. You'll hear me talking about it a lot because it just really provides a great solid framework for how to clarify your messages and get to your audiences in a way that makes sense for your business. So this idea of internal versus external. So the way he spells it out and the way I like to think about it as well is the external problem is the tangible thing. So the external problem is I need a car or I want to buy some milk or whatever. So the external thing is the physical thing. But the internal problem is the feeling that makes you want a thing. So in the instance of a car, and I always think of luxury brands when I think of this because, why buy a luxury car when, a regular, Toyota will do is because it meets a feeling of status. So that's the internal problem you're solving for with luxury brands is the idea of I want to fit into this other realm. So that's the thing that they solve for with luxury cars and things like that. But we miss opportunities all the time as marketers and as business owners to solve internal problems by just talking about the actual thing, the features and benefits. And one of the companies I think does a really good job, and I like to use as an example of solving for an internal problem that people may not have even known they had was Starbucks. So Starbucks, billion-dollar global brand that sells coffee, right? So on its face, that's the problem they solve. You get a cup of coffee, you get a great cup of coffee. But so does Dunkin' Donuts, and so does a gas station. You can make coffee at home, right? So that's the external problem, but they kind of solve that in a way that most other places do, right? So you can go to any, local store, high-end grocer that sells, coffee sourced from various places that you're interested in and get a great cup of coffee. But what Starbucks solves for is the internal problem, which is our human need for connection and community. So everything about Starbucks, from the way you order your coffee to the music that they play to the type of furniture that they have in their store, really does speak to, hey, let's sit down a while. Let's make this a ceremony, right? You're able to be there and engage and connect with other people. And yeah, you're paying double the price that you would somewhere else for the cup of coffee, this great cup of coffee. It's, one of my favorites, but it's still a cup of coffee. What people really pay for is community and connection and ceremony. And I don't even think that, we as consumers always know and can actually say the internal problem that we're solving for. People don't think, oh, I'm going to Starbucks because I want to connect, but it provides the engagement that they're looking for that they don't even always know that they're looking for. So I think Starbucks was genius in the way that they solved for this problem that people might not have even known they had. They were missing the old-fashioned corner coffee shop or, cafe or a place to get lunch. So they took that idea and scaled it across the country and around the world. And I just think it's a genius way of tapping into something that's internal and using something external to solve for it. So I think that as small businesses, we really need to make sure we are talking about and engaging on that internal level. What's the feeling? What's the frustration, the fear, the doubt, the thing that's missing that's gonna help people look at your product, your service and say, hey, they solve for that problem and I'm gonna go with them. Because chances are in this day and age, there are tons of companies that do what you do, sell what you sell, and you have to figure out a way to make your marketing content and your sales content stand out from the pack. And one of the great ways to do that is to really speak to that internal problem that people need to solve. Hope that helps. I hope it makes some sense. If you want more information like this, more tips, visit me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm at Empower Content. That's the letter M and then the word power content. Thanks so much and take care.